right, check it out. I'm in Philadelphia now. I'm in Philly. I just had a cheesesteak. I'm about to go inside the house of a director that is kind of well known to a lot of you people. Big inspiration to me. I'm going to go talk to him. Hopefully he'll bring some interesting stuff to this podcast. I got to have a good interview. Let's check this out. All right. Yo, what's happening? All right, I'm here in the house of Mr. Joe Frantz. Giuseppe Frantz.
It's actually Frantz.
Franz, whatever you say, you know him. He's a director. You may know him from some films. A lot of our fans are big fans of what he's worked on, which would be credits include.
Jeez, what do I do? Let me see. We did 4 videos for the band Him. I produced those and was the director of photography under the direction of Bam Margera. Mm-hmm. I was director of photography on Viva La Bam. Worked on a couple episodes of Jackass and shot Jackass 2 with Dimitri and those guys. Produced Haggard the movie and also was doubled up as director of photography, and the same with our new film Minghags, which is coming out soon.
Your grades, Ralph, an F average, hardly acceptable. Let me put it this way: if it wasn't for Fana over there, you'd be the worst student in school. Ew. In over 150 years of tradition and scholarship, you are the worst example of an educated person to ever walk this campus. In over 12 years of college education, you've managed to achieve only 2 credits towards graduation in lesbian studies, in which you enrolled by mistake.
Okay, Mr. Neff, I'll try harder.
I doubt it. You are hereby expelled permanently. Bye-bye, baby.
Expelled? What do you mean expelled?
What part about expelled don't you understand, Ralph? You're out of here. Get out of my face.
Got enough.
Get out of here! Please, get out of here! Go!
I've actually talked a lot about, on previous podcasts and just in general things, how one of the big inspirations for Mega64 was the CKY videos and the movie Haggard. Those were always huge inspirations to me when we were starting Mega64, so it's really cool to get to talk to one of the guys responsible for those. It's something that's made, I mean, even though Bam's got like money and stuff and like, whatever, Bam's so well known and you guys have some budget, certainly a lot more than anybody involved in Mega64, but it's still got that feel of like, okay, you know what, a core group of guys just wanted to make something and they don't care what anybody else thinks, or you don't need to rely on anybody else to make it happen. And I think that it's got the same appeal. That's why a lot of the Mega64 people like Haggard and like the CKYs and vice versa. So that's why it's always kind of been cool to me that we share a lot of the same fan base. I remember you plugged us once on you plugged Mega64 once on the Radio Bam show, and that was like mind blowing to some of the people on our message boards. It was like, dude, I think he said Rocco on there. I don't think that was you though. Like it was weird to hear your name. It's like, no, he said Rocco from Mega64. No, are you serious? Like that was like big. So that was pretty cool. Thank you again for the
Yeah, man. I remember how I met you guys. To tell everyone, me and D. Camello and Rake Yan, we did a video game special for MTV2 called Blastazoid.
Yeah.
And a bunch of the stuff that was sent to us that was big on the internet, out of all of it, I thought the stuff that we used from you guys was great. So I remember after the show, I wanted to, that's how I found out about Mega64, because I'm pretty uncool when it comes to the internet. I don't know a YouTube from a MySpace so I contacted you guys and just said, hey, you guys are awesome, we should hook up. And how long did it take to actually meet you? When was that? Was like
about a year ago. Yeah, it's about a year ago. No, I remember that was just really crazy. Like MTV, for a lot of you guys remember, the Mega64 fans will probably remember, like, it was last year. Yeah. Sometime they did, or it might have been the end of the year before. Oh, I don't know. It's been so long. But they did a thing called Game Week on MTV, and they commissioned us to do a. They commissioned a lot of stuff, but they commissioned us to do a Smash Brothers bit that actually never aired, and that still. I don't know what happened to that, but they had a couple of our skits, the Ghosts and Goblins skit and the Tetris skit, and they said, we're going to show them on, it's kind of an internet clip show, so can we have permission to air that? And we were like, yeah, why not? Like, I don't care. Go for it. And then I remember tuning in at that time, and I had no idea. It was hosted by Brandon and Ray Kian. I mean, they're two of my favorite guys in the whole crew. Like, that was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And like, as soon as that went on the air, phone calls all around. Like, I called my friend Garrett, like, dude, Ray Kian and Brandy Camilla are showing our skits. Are you joking? Oh my God. And that was one call to another because we're just such huge fans. And like I said, big inspiration. So
that's coming full circle.
That was totally full circle. Yeah, because we've said since the beginning, like, that was such a big inspiration. And it really blew me away that the MTV producer never even said anything. They were like, yeah, just some, generic clip show, not a big thing. It's like, dude, I would have told...
Wait, I'm sorry. Is that what they said to you, an internet clip show?
They really just said it was an internet clip show. That was it.
That's so. It was like so weird working on that because honestly, and I'm glad it turned out to be a clip show because I never would have met you. Yeah. But that's not what we wanted. Like that's actually why we didn't want to do the series was because
there was only one episode. It became
that's all. It was just supposed to be a special. It was never intended to be a series. And then they asked us to do a series, and we were like, we don't want to. They kind of. It went through so many levels of editing. Yeah. And sometimes, MTV, God bless them, they're a great outfit. Yeah. I love them. But sometimes when things go through so many levels of editing, and everyone has their input, what was special about the sensibilities of the creators kind of goes away. Yeah, and then it just became more clips, more people introing clips, and it's just like...
It was kind of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, and we wanted to make a show that portrayed these guys who... live the ultimate video game lifestyle, and we wanted to tell a story, and the story just kind of went away and just became this teeny little thing, and then it just became like Funniest Home Videos, but video games. I don't know, we were happy with it. It was the biggest show on Video Game Week. I was stoked and actually watched Video Game Week and realized that Video Game Week was a week-long infomercial. MTV, God bless them.
A lot of our fans make their own stuff, just on their own, just for the hell of it. Is there any advice you could give people, who are trying to do that kind of stuff?
I think that one of the things, the reason me and Bam and the guys have been able to stay together for so long, and I've always said this, is that when you find people that you work well with, and you can be friends with. It's a very special relationship because, creatively you're on the same wavelength as friends. I've worked on a lot of other stuff, and I've been mix and match with different crews before and different directors, photography, producers, etc. But, when you find those people that you work really well with, you hang on to that special relationship and don't have ego matches. Don't have big personality matches. Like, be able to work with those people, and hang on to it, and just be creative and keep productive. Yeah. That's the main thing. Yeah. That's the main thing. And also the other thing is always continue to learn. You never know everything. And at the end of every project, you sit there and you look at it and you say, okay, if I had it again, if I had to do it again, what would I do different to increase it? What about this worked?
Just real quick. We each saw each other's new... I saw Minghags. Can I say that? Yeah. Okay, I saw an early cut. There was some color correction wasn't there. Yeah. Some sound things, whatever. But I saw it. I loved it.
Get out of that goat poop and go watch that damn Orwell.
Your mom is sick.
I know, it's embarrassing.
Do what I said!
Why do you keep worrying about the oil well? There's never gonna be oil, okay? So get over and just go to the bar or something with the gay biker. Why don't you just do that in the trailer?
Suck it on my toes! No.
That's fucking awesome.
There's these little moments that are like, that make you realize how great all the CKYs and Haggard... There's all these little throwbacks to them that like, intentional or not, that made me go like... Wow, that kind of touched me in that way. Like, as lame as that might sound, like, I don't know how much I can say, but like one of the songs that they play, can I say that? Yeah, no. Like, at one of the parties, there's a party in the movie, and Narkill plays a song affectionately titled Gay Fags. I remember, there you go, filmmaking at its finest. No, but in CKY3, that was a freestyle that Brandon did when they did the Gay Fag skit when they were on rollerblades. And that was, this sounds so silly actually saying it out loud, but No, but like that's one of the things I remember in the old CKY videos way back when, and to hear that being played in this brand new movie just triumphantly, the band playing this live at the party, it's like I never thought I'd hear that song again, but here it is in full form, and like there were all these other little throwbacks. The guy's got a diamond mountain bike, I remember that from Haggard, all these little things that just kind of came to a head in this movie. And it made me realize, wow, it kind of affected me in that way.
That's really interesting because I never would have imagined. I mean, we just put the stuff in there we think is funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We never purposely, consciously, created these repetitious gags.
No, yeah.
Our stuff, but since we just put the stuff in that's around us and use the ideas that we have, I guess it does happen. I never thought about it.
Yeah, and I think that other people will feel that way. I hope it's not just me. But as I was watching.
Me too. It's kind of a difficult thing to say, really, but Minghags is the last big hurrah, man. It's it's the last time that through Jackass and Haggard and Viva La Bam, the Westchester crew, the CKY guys, it's really the last time anyone's going to see everyone in one thing again together. This is the last time that's going to happen.
Yeah. There may come a day again where whatever may happen. You say maybe not, I say who knows what the future holds. But if Minghags really is the capper, like you said, then it does a good job as such. So cool. I think it's cool. You actually saw two new episodes from version 3. Nobody else out there has seen them. What do you think? How bad did they suck?
No. I laughed my ass off. The one gag I thought was hilarious. Like I usually don't laugh at the big broad concepts of things. I find humor in real little idiosyncrasies. Oh. And the one thing I really thought was hilarious that you guys wrote was when the one guy goes, what was he? He's like, we shouldn't do that. It's just a bad idea. I kept rewinding that one little part again.
Nobody out there
has
even seen this.
Yeah,
stuff, so
they don't know
give
anything away. I'm trying to phrase it without giving it away.
Yeah.
But it only happened for like a second. But like even that.
The guy hilarious. Going, oh, it's not funny.
And, the other thing I was really impressed with what you guys do is like even in the I don't want to give too much away, but the crowd scenes and things like you guys usually when you have a crowd scene, there's like one person. Okay, guys, act horrified. Usually there's like 3 people standing there in the back with a stupid look on their face who can't act. You guys do a great job with that stuff, man.
Wow, thanks.
And also
there's a big crowd scene in the newest episode we did.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it, and a lot of those little details are there. And the other thing is, if you don't have a budget for something, you don't pretend you do. You make it obvious. Like I don't want to, there's a boat in it, and it's so obviously like just this digital composite that they did, and it was just. It's just look those little things. I really find the humor, and I really think that's what makes you guys special. I honestly think, not that I don't want you to get a big budget if you ever do a television show or something like that, but I almost think a big budget would kill what you do.
No. Yeah, I like working within our little box. Like if we can just keep doing that, I'm fine. I like that. And like we were saying before, sometimes it just working in a box is better.
Yeah.
Minghags, when that comes out, go get that. Obviously, and other than that, you know what? Let's
go to the bar. Oh wait,
actually, let's just. Well, I kind of wanted to talk to Phil.
Oh yeah. You want to call Phil?
Yeah, he's out of town, right? Let's just.
Yeah, he's out of town, but I mean,
let's call him. We're calling Phil.
Like we can't.
All right, so a lot of times on our podcast we call people. Today we thought we would ask. We got some emails here. We're gonna have Mr. Phil Margera answer.
Hopefully he answers.
Let's hope.
Hello.
Yo, Phil.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, man, I'm here with Rocco of Mega64, and he's going to ask you some questions if you have a moment.
Okay, yep.
Well, we got some emails on our podcast this week, just some random questions, so I thought we'd throw those to you. Greg T asks, what is your favorite fast food chain?
Fast food chain? I mix them up.
Which one?
Again, there's no favorite. I hit McDonald's once, then Burger King, then Wendy's, then...
Okay. Let's phrase the question like this. Who makes your favorite burger?
The best.
I guess it was choice the Whopper.
Whopper. Okay. Excellent choice. Perfect sandwich. Okay. William B says, what do you think of Fight Club or any other Brad Pitt films?
Any other what?
Brad Pitt films. Do you have a favorite?
What did I like of his? I've seen like about a half a dozen. They're all pretty good. I don't have a favorite either.
Okay.
But
Let's say Troy.
But is Brad Pitt as good as Elvis? Because you don't have a favorite Elvis movie, you don't have a favorite Brad Pitt movie. Who could win in a fight, Elvis versus Brad Pitt?
That's what we want to know.
Brad is 1/10 of Elvis.
Brad Pitt is 1/10 of Elvis. All right.
1/10 the man.
I agree.
Wow. Well, Phil, there's one last email here I thought I'd just read to you. It's from Nico M. And he says, great job. He says, great job to you.
Oh, great job?
Yeah.
Well, that's everybody we meet says that, and I'm just being natural, so I guess it's a great job being natural.
I would say the best job that you've ever done was just being yourself, Phil. Thank you so much just for talking with us, and it's really cool. Really, really big honor to get to talk to you. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Rocco.
Thank you, Phil. Great talking to you.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
You heard it here. Is he hung up? You heard it here first. Exclusive interview. He read emails that were actually directed to me, but hopefully you still got some answers you were looking for. Mega64 Podcast. This is how we do. Bow. That's...
What is bow?
I don't know. All right, so where are we going right now?
Hey, this is Joe Frantz. I'm here with Rocco. We are at Celebrity Boxing. We're going to see Phil's brother, Kevin, fight. I'm not going to tell you any more details because I'm going to let you see it for yourself.
Danny Bonaducci. We just want to say hi to the Mega64 Podcast.
Cool.